Okay, guys. Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. This is part two of the Twisted Metal video that I made. The fan is on. I probably should turn it on. Alright, that way it doesn't have to be that loud. But I want to mention this is again part two. So it's Krista Sparks is her name, obviously. Krista Sparks appeared in Twisted Metal 2 and in Twisted Metal Head On. Those are the only times she appeared, I believe, in. The car itself had different names. One was called Pit Viper, and then the other one was called Grasshopper. But the vehicle itself has been around in Twisted Metal. I think the only time we don't see it in Twisted Metal is in Twisted Metal Black. I don't think we even see it in Small Brawl either, right? I mean, it makes sense. Calypso was a freaking child at that point. His daughter wasn't even fucking born. You know. And it's funny too that she has blonde hair, and then when you look at him as a child, Calypso, he had blonde hair. You know, it's kind of funny that they did that. I don't know if that was an accident or maybe it was just like, hey, they were just looking at the characters and they were like, oh, it makes sense if he, you know, um, you know, it's more of a dirty blonde though, isn't it? Her hair, I don't know. From Twisted 2, I'm talking about. It looks kind of dirty blonde. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just details of showing shadows of the blonde. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But I just saw the clips of the of her stories of Krista Sparks, and it gets you thinking what they could do with this series with this character. Um, there's just so much that you could do with her. She could be imagine if we get introduced to her, right, and then she's literally a freaking like bomb, you know, like everyone's gonna be like, what the hell? You know how crazy that shit would be? Look, I could just imagine that in a TV show. Like if it's revealed that quote unquote, Mayhem is that, and if not, then maybe another character will be, and then it's just revealed that she's just about to explode once she meets Calypso, or because she has a ticking time bomb, like in Twisted 2. Or she could just be. She doesn't have to be those things either. She doesn't have to be that or a ghost that you see in Head On, Twisted Head On. So I need to play these games again. I mean, I played that's the thing. The only thing that's not on the PlayStation Store right now is Twisted Metal Head On and Twisted Metal Small Brawl. I do appreciate that they do have Twisted Metal 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. Thank you for that, Sony. I never thought I would never say that. For all the years I've been talking shit about this company. Seriously, especially with their movies. But this is like one of the best things they have ever done. To be quite honest, with Twisted Metal, this is the one of the best things they have ever done, in my opinion. That's just me, because they really knew that there was nothing really established, and they took advantage of that. And it's like good. All you had to do is just go in depth with the characters that you have, and make don't have fun with it, obviously, because that's, I mean, it's called combat. It's called shooting each other. Of course you're not gonna have fun with that. Little kids love that shit. Teenage boys will be like, yeah, the other car's gonna stop the other car. That that part from Fairy what is it, Timmy Jimmy Power Hour 2. It's like, oh no, I lost some of my genius in my brain, but who cares? The big truck is gonna destroy the little truck. Come on, who doesn't remember that? Who does not remember that? That shit was classic. All right, that shit was gold in my opinion. I'm dead serious. But this character, the, her design alone, in my opinion, is iconic. That's just me. That's just me. And it's funny too. It's like, how do you think of Calypso's daughter looking that way? Like, she could have looked anything, you know. And then all of a sudden, oh shit, this is Calypso's daughter and shit. You would think Twisted 2, her story is more about them. than any other character in the freaking game. If you ever want to put like a canon theme on these games, you know, because supposedly I think Twisted Metal one, the canon one is actually Outlaw. Am I right about that? I need to check these things. I have to recheck these things. It's been a while, guys. I'm sorry. Trust me, I used to be in depth in the know of Twisted Metal shit, but not anymore. Ever since I was growing up, I was a teenager when I started like it. Before like YouTube shit started cracking down on Twisted Metal videos. I was like cracking on a whole bunch of shit when I was a kid when Twisted Metal Black was out, and the internet was still like still a thing, and YouTube was still new. I think. So there's just so many things. But I, what's the other part that I love about this character? The other thing that the contrast between her and Calypso, to be quite honest, that's the one thing. The contrast between them. One is like, you, one is like you don't have to do this, and the other is like you don't even understand why I'm even doing this. You know, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And she only showed up twice. And to me, a lot of people don't talk about her. I know a lot of people might want to talk about her. I don't know why. I get her vehicle is not that great, guys, but then when you look at the character herself, she has depth. She does. And it's sad that in game universe, basically, well, if you look at all the games, they really don't do much with her, basically. But when they do use her, they were like, "Fuck it," you know, you know. So it's really good that the the TV show. You see, I can't tell which is which anymore. But the show, I was gonna say video game again. You see, what the fuck? But the video game, the TV show, the TV show, my dude, the TV show. Get it right. Get it right. Stop it. Get some help. Bye, Big Mac. uh, the show is really well to some people establishing a lot of stuff. Basically, the stuff with Mr. Grimm, in my opinion, is great. And some people might think that maybe that Mr. Grimm is just another crazy person. Where is it? Okay, that people might think Mr. Grimm is just another crazy person, basically. And you could still do that, obviously. But I would like to think that he still is taking souls. It's just that no one's not seeing it. You know, how will you explain you know, how will you how will you explain who he is? Because they're doing a lot of supernatural stuff in this show right now, which it's not like we didn't get any supernatural stuff anyways in season one, but in season two, we get some supernatural stuff that's like it's about damn time because I mean those you can't unhide it, and plus Calypso alone is supernatural, so it's like what you can't get away with it. No matter what version of Calypso, you can't get away with it. Even the kid version in Small Brawl, he's fucking supernatural, little fuck. It's not like Calypso can't get his what is it his what is it? It's not like shit cannot happen to Calypso. He's not immune to shit. Remember what happened with Minion? I wonder how they'll connect with his with Krista. You know, so I don't want to be more long than I don't have to here because I think this character could go a long way if they do introduce her in this show. And if they don't, I mean, if they don't, they don't. I mean, I'm not going to be that upset about it. The show is good enough. But I'm just saying that if they ever went to that, It's just I know they won't fuck it up because it's hard to fuck that up. It's actually pretty hard to fuck Calypso's story with his own daughter. Sorry. I mean, could they still do that backstory of like the guy into an accident and she died and shit like that? They could still do that if they want. Obviously, they could still do that. That is if they want to. Me, I mean, how many versions of Calypso that went into an accident and lost his family? you know, because when you look at Twisted Metal 1, 2, and 3, they all have the same. In 4, they all have the same Calypso. Even the newest version, Twisted Metal 5, which is fan made, even has the same Calypso. But when we look at the other Calypsos, they all are different. One's a kid, the other one is a bald man that actually kind of looks like Sweet Tooth with the fucked up eye and shit like that, which is pretty dope. The contrast between Needles Kane and Calypso with that's pretty cool. And they also took that same design, basically, put it in Head On, and put a little bit of hail, mixing both of them, basically. You know, so that's something. And then you get the at that point, you look at the 2014 version of Twisted Metal, I believe. I keep saying 2012 or 2014. Most likely it's 2014, right? When that game came out. That Calypso is the same thing from, Twisted 2 and Twisted 1 and stuff like that. So when you really think about it, Twisted Metal 1, 2, 3, and 4, when you really think about it, when you look at all the Calypsos, basically, instead of separating them, you still can if you want. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Some people do it anyways. But if you look at them all because of their hair design and what they look like, basically, you know, then it would have been Twisted Metal 1, 2, 3, and 4. Um, then Twisted Metal 2014. That's the real timeline because of what Calypso looks like in those games, basically. In Black, it's in its own universe, and so in Head On is basically, most people might say, a sequel to Twisted 2. Okay, another branching story of a sequel to Twisted 2. Yeah, that's really it. You know, um, yeah. I mean, if you look at it that way, and to be quite honest, that's one heck of a timeline if you actually look at it that way. You know, it's like you have this whole series connected, and then you have these two, in the side. You know, so I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to spend more time here. It's just I love Twisted Metal. I want to talk about more about it, and the fact that the thing is, the reason I haven't talked about a lot about Krista in this video is because this is, again, there's just so much you could do. But the reason I don't talk about it is because what they provide us in the games is actually little, but a lot to take, but still little enough to be like, how's their lives? You know, we get a glimpse of what probably could have been. When they were talking and stuff like that. It's like, you know. So it's like Calypso lost his daughter and wife in a car crash. That's why his face is all fucked up the way it is. You see in Twisted Metal 1 and 2. Apparently not 3 or 4. Apparently he got a facelift. Like, or maybe he just went like, yeah, that's it. People forget about that. Calypso has a fucking fucked up face. You know, I guess they don't want to do that in the Twisted Metal TV series. But a lot, mainly because people don't think of Calypso that way a lot, which is kind of funny. Because when I look at the old pictures of what Calypso looks like in Twisted Metal 1 and 2, I'm over here like, oh yeah, that's right, he had a burnt face. I don't know. So I guess they didn't want to do that. I don't. Oh well. It doesn't matter anyways. But these two characters overall need to cross paths, need to be talked about, you know. And you mean to tell me the preview that we saw by the end of episode 3, we didn't see like a background of Calypso's lair that looked similar to the 2014 version, or was it the 2012 version? I don't know which year. Again, I could look it up right now, but oh, I could look at my phone too, but it's dead, so I had to go up from memory. All right, so there's that. The things that you could um do with these characters is, I don't know. It's just something to think about because they can go more on the layer of, oh, you know, she didn't die. Maybe he just abandoned her or something like that. Maybe that could be the case. You know, like he knew that, like he probably thought that she died for a minute, and then he left, and then he figured out that she was alive, and he's like, oh well, then, oh well, you know. So there's just a lot of things. There is just a lot of things that could happen with Krista Sparks, really, if she's introduced in this TV series. Because Krista Sparks, a lot of I can that's the thing. I can see this character to be literally how iconic as hell. Already, people are dressing as freaking Sweet Tooth, you know. So imagine that design of Krista Sparks in the show, and then everyone's just like, cosplaying her. Seriously, that's again, like I said, the look is iconic, and everyone's going to be like, holy shit, that's from this series, basically. And then hardcore fans like you and me would be like, yeah, we've been looking at that design forever. Glad that everyone can actually enjoy it, you know? It's especially like with characters like Mr. Grimm and Axel, like finally, it's just such a good thing. And and I think we get Darkseid in this. No, Darkseid was in the season 1, wasn't he? We get another vehicle that's similar to Darkseid, but it's more different. Uh, oh well, but still. I think Darkseid is going to show up no matter what, though. I mean, it's Darkseid. Like, come on, you know. What's another character we could see? Black. We could see Black or Ash. Remember Ash? We could see that. We still haven't seen Spectre. Don't get me started on that. Are you going to make him a ghost, or are you going to make the Spectre driver a bride? You could do so much with Spectre. It doesn't even have to be those things, anyways. It could be somebody else, completely new. You know. But I'm still waiting for Spectre. Obviously, we're in 3 episodes in, so there's still some more episodes. I can wait. I can wait. So it's fine. So overall, I keep saying that like, oh. So overall, no, play. Is there anything else I could talk about? Like, is there anything that I am missing that I could talk about with either Krista Sparks or some other character that could be here? Hmm. I mean, we we already kind of did that. I was thinking about more. Let's talk about more about Marcus, but I'm over here like, well, we kind of already did establish that, so we don't have to talk. We don't have to do it more. I mean, if you want to, I guess maybe. But the only reason that I would think about that is that if you bring Minion, are they going to bring Minion to this series? I don't know. Maybe they won't. But what would Minion look like? And remember, Minion is Needles Kane, Sweet Tooth, Marcus Kane. At least that's established in Twist Metal Black. In the other series, it's not really known what he is. He's just like a devil type of shit. But let's be honest with ourselves. Let's just be honest with ourselves. It's Marcus. It's Sweet Tooth. All right, let's just be honest. All right, we want it to be. Let it be. Yeah, you know you want it. All right, embrace it. don't don't unembrace it. Embrace it. It's true. Seriously, you know you want it. Oh god. Shoot. That's just me. That is just me. But Minion would be something though. Minion would be something. I'll say that right now. Minion would be something. No, I'm just thinking about it more and more. Like you could do so much things with Krista Sparks and also Minion because if Minion's trying to stop Calypso, basically, and we find out that's freaking, Sweet Tooth and shit, and like his whole other personality and shit. Like it's just so cool, man. I'm just telling you, man. The depth that they can do with these characters is unbelievable to me. And maybe that's too much for me to say because, well, um, mainly because they might not do that. Maybe I'm too creative for them to actually do that. But but it's just a fun idea. I'm not saying they would do it, but the fact that there's so many layers that they could do, and then if Quiet and John are just there, and they're not just there, but being a part of it, and that would be just be wild. That'd be freaking just amazing. I mean, how would John, his sister, and and Quiet respond to seeing Calypso's daughter and also Minion Minion. And if they do pull the, and if they don't if they separate the characters like base like what as they originally are in a way, when you kind of see the old Twisted Metal games before Black, because I want to mention that right now. Minion was never part of the Marcus lore until like Twisted Black, so there is that. I'm saying that right now, but Dogtooth is a part of him. There is that. There's so many things with Sweet Tooth you're gonna do. Oh my God, did not? And that's what I'm saying. We're just in phase one of Sweet Tooth, guys. We haven't seen Dogtooth and Minion, and people are like, "Oh, it's true. It's true. It's damn true." You know that reference. You deserve a freaking old WWE ice cream bar. Ah, remember those? The '90 ones with Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and shit. Ah, that shit was awesome. Anyways, sorry. Showing my fucking age. But th- this this freaking series, man, it's so exciting right now, in my opinion. The Twisted Metal series, it's just one of the best. It's one of the best. To me, it's one of it's just really fun right now. And that's all it needs to be, is have fun and put and when you're having fun, also you put in more character development and stuff like that. And not just when you're having fun, but when you do put character development, it just adds more. And well, I trust you as a viewer that you're going to give me something great. you know, I mean, most people are like, well, this is the people that made Deadpool, right? I believe, right? So I'm like, hopefully not Deadpool versus Wolverine. No, Wolverine. Oh god, the same people. Oh, well then that makes sense. No. Oh god. Never mind. Moving on. I already talked about it in my first video. I don't even have to talk about it again. So let's move on. Let's move on. Ooh, what's another character that could talk about more? Ooh, that is a good question. That's another good question because if you already because you already have your established characters, Quiet and John and his sister, obviously. So you put them aside for right now, but you have the characters that we already know that Krista Sparks could come, or we probably already see her right now, and we just don't know about it yet. I don't know. Again, just my thoughts and theories because I'm just hyped, and really, this is just really fun, anyways. So you don't have to take this all that seriously, anyways. Just for funsies. Um, when you get rid of that and Sweet Tooth, and if you do the Minion stuff and Dogtooth stuff, then you already got that, and and you did the Calypso stuff with his daughter and stuff. You already got that down. So what is next? What else do you have besides a character that could be established even more? Maybe I was thinking maybe No Face. No Face is probably would be freaking cool. I thought of also uh uh was it Charlie Kane? I think that's his name. Charles Kane. The thing is though, I don't know if that was in season one. I don't know if that really was Sweet Tooth's dad or maybe stepdad. I don't know, but I still feel like there needs to be some type of taxi driver in this series. Um, I don't know. That's just me. I think we should get something like that. But if they don't do it because they already that was his dad in season one, then I'm like, oh, well, then, all right. But it could still be him. Like, what is it? Like you haven't seen like his dad. You haven't seen his your dad in years and stuff like that because they left you in a mental institution, and then now he's just driving a taxi. I think he has a whole like different son. You know, I would love which version of Charlie Kane that I would like to have. Maybe I mean I would love the Twisted Metal Black one to be quite honest with you. I think that version's so. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. I think that's my favorite version of Mr. Kane because he's literally cool. I think he's literally he's his own son, Sweet Tooth's little brother, made him into freaking Frankenstein basically with a remote controller. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good, man. It's so good. Um, you don't have to do that, but you could, or you could just make him a regular taxi driver, and or you could establish that hey, Calypso gives him a potion. He drinks the potion, and he looks like he's undead, and he will drive forever for Calypso to, get um Twisted Metal contendants, basically. Calypso has always been fond of the Kane family, so let's just say that. And if that's not established in this show, I mean, it should, it should. That's the more. I think that will put the little tiny boa on everything. That's just me. Is that just me? That's probably just me, right? I guess that is that. If that is just me, that's sad because I know a lot of Twisted Metal fans like to geek out on some of this stuff, and this is all just funsies again. This is not like anything serious. This is just like chilling, relaxing. Let's just talk about Twisted Metal, man. Seriously. Um, I'm looking forward to what they have next for episodes. Let's see. Are they going to do three back to back or something like that? Like each episodes are like three episodes, so we're going to get from 4 to 6 next time. Is that what they're going to do? I have to check the thing again. I did saw it when they're going to release each episode, but I know I do know by almost by the end of August or the beginning of August of like the 10 dates basically it'll be almost done basically of them giving the episodes. So there's that. I'm trying to think right now of anything because I don't want to leave the video and think about something and then not make it. I mean, yes, there could be another part that I can do, but it's just I don't know. The more I think about how the series can go, the more I am excited for it. But also, it's like I don't want to get my expectations too high, obviously, because like I said, if these things that I mentioned do not happen, I'm not gonna be bothered by it, Plus, there'll be other seasons, most likely, you know. Like, do you want to put all your eggs in one basket, or do you want to separate them and hype people up along the way? Yeah. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? You know. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm happy that Twisted Metal is getting more recognition now, and I'm happy that people are seeing these characters a lot more, especially what we got from those 3 episodes. Especially what we got from those 3 episodes, because hold on, I'm sorry guys, because those 3 episodes are, in my opinion, if anyone wanted to get into how, if anyone, well, they could just watch season 1 also, so never mind. But I just liked those 3 episodes, especially episode 2 and 3. That they were really, it was funny as hell too. It was funny as hell, man. Literally, Dollface like gets really good shit. To be quite honest with you, yeah, it's really good shit. And then her trying to reach to John, being like, "Do you remember this?" And he's like, "Yeah, no," you know. It's so cool. And then the scene too where the when they meet Axel, it's just that shit's funny. That is funny. How does he? How does he? It's like, don't. It's like, I don't want to think about it. Poor man. Oh my god. Oh, this fucking show, man. This show. This show's fucking crazy. But the fact that we even got what's his fucking name? That bug motherfucker. Forgot his name, man. And I Twisted Metal 4 was my first game of Twisted Metal, and you need to tell me I can't remember his fucking goddamn name. But like, uh, I thought I would never see this character in live action. To be quite honest with you, I thought I never would, because looking at his design in Twisted Metal 4, I'm just like, they're gonna change that. Uh, but it's just so, but it's so cool that he is in here. Obviously, there's just so many things that are cool about this. Like the attention to detail of what they got for everything is is great. Obviously, I mean, I could say the same thing for Twisted Metal, um, um, season 1, but season 2 is more like they got more comfortable with itself. You know, you know, like if like it's showing you that yes, we actually got a little bit comfortable of what we did, and now we're just having really fun right now. Not to say what they did in season 1 they wasn't comfortable or anything like that. They were mostly just dipping their toes in to see how everything is. Then season 2 was like diving in a bit. At least from the 3 episodes that we got, they're diving in a bit, and for what from what I can see, I like. It's probably one of the best stuff to watch right now out here. To be quite honest with you, I think I said that last time when season 1 was out. So yeah, it's been shit for years, and it's still shit. Oh, I'm just kidding. Uh, please let have a Godzilla movie happen. Oh, one's coming out in 20 something 7, and I'm like, no, no, don't tell me that, because I don't fucking care for that point. Fuck you. I'm dead serious. Don't tell me shit when it's gonna come years later. I don't care for that at that point. Don't tell me a product is gonna come here 4 or 5 years down the line. Don't fucking tell me, because I don't care. I don't care. I'm talking about now, motherfucker. What do you have now? You know? Seriously, man. Oh, we're impatient. No. We're just tired of your fucking bullshit. That's really it. You know?
seriously. But that's a side note. I'll see you guys later. Don't take care of yourselves. I hope you guys, if you are watching Twisted Metal season 2, I hope you guys do enjoy it. What do you guys think down below of all the things I've talked about in this video? Um, Including like will they ever do Minion? Will they ever do Mr. Kane? Will they even go with Crystal Sparks? Basically, what would you do with her if you had your hands on the show? If you did that, would you take the opportunity to introduce that character? Um, I mean, I would. Why wouldn't you? I think you'd be dumb not to do it. I mean, everything that you have in Twisted Metal, the games, is they're getting for you. It is already made. Just grab it and recreate it in your own way and have fun, and people will love it. That's it. That's it. Why is that so hard? And I'm talking about with any product. Not every product could be like that, obviously. But I'm talking about it's almost like when you're inspired by something and you put those inspirations together to make something that you want to see. That's why Expedition 33 was made. That's why my game was made, because I want to see things out there that I've that people haven't put out yet. It's the same thing why I make YouTube videos. When people don't when people think about something and people haven't created it yet, they create it. You know, that's one of the reasons why I joined YouTube, because um I was always searching videos of like people don't talk about this thing or that, and I'm like I gotta make a YouTube video about it. You know, I was like I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. So and ever since then there you go. you know, so I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys. So tell me what you guys think about the series, though. Tell me what you guys think about the series. Do you think it's fun? Hey, if you hate it, you hate it. I mean, that's fine. If you hate it, that's fine. I know I know Twist Metal's not for everybody. It's not. Yeah, I know it's not. But people that have like clown phobias, though, they are watching the shit out of the show. It's the same thing with it. What do you think? The remake was a cult fucking classic, and it's still a good movie. The part one of it, it's still a good movie. I watched a little bit of two, a little bit. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was just like an in and out type of thing. So maybe one day I'll sit down and fully watch it. So there was that. But yeah, the remake of it part one is a classic. It's great. It's awesome. And then there was so many people that were scatter clowns and all that shit that literally watched that movie. Seriously, seriously, seriously. And I don't really, and I'm not even a clown phobia guy, obviously, as you could tell from the title of my channel. But uh, and I know it's gonna work here with Sweet Tooth. It worked in season one. It's gonna work here in season two. All right, people are just gonna do it. People are just gonna watch that shit. Even if people don't, even if people have clown phobia, some of them, they will still freaking watch it because some of them just want to be scared. There's not a lot of things that people are scared of in the world right now. I mean, yes, there's stuff that's happening in the world and stuff like that. I don't want to get into that. Um, I would have to make an enlightenment video about that, but that's not about this here. It's about Twisted Metal, the beautiful series that is Twisted Metal. I don't see no flaws with these games, to be quite honest with you. I mean, there's flaws with each game, yes, especially Twisted Metal 3, but I'm playing Twisted Metal 3 a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. The controls might not be that bad or anything like that, but or outright trash sometimes. but it has that fun factor. Not so bad it's good, but it actually has that fun factor. And there's so many customizations in that game. It is ridiculous. Before I sign off here, let's talk about the games real quick. Let's do that for a minute. Let's praise the games for a bit, because I am playing Twisted Metal 413. I grew up with them a lot more than Twisted 2 and 1. That's to say I'm not playing those games either, but I'm mostly playing the ones that I grew up with. I love that when you start Twisted Metal 3, it says Twisted Metal 3, the bar, and it's all colorful, beautiful. You see the new game password and stuff like that, that menu and stuff. When you see that and you see all the cars fighting each other and stuff like that, it is so fucking iconic as shit. It's iconic as fuck. All right, it's so iconic. The first time I discovered this game was when I went to my cousin's house and he's playing Twisted Metal 3, and I'm over here like, I'm like, you playing Twisted Metal? I'm like, which one's this one? He's like, 3, and I'm like, 3? I have 4. I wasn't making fun of him. I was just like, oh, you know. And that's why in the TV series, when freaking Quiet presses the button that has the triangle, I'm like, someone likes Twisted Metal 3, because the controls in that game are not the best when it comes to the characters, but when you're pressing the buttons and you feel, let's just say the controls in Twisted Metal 3 are better than Twisted Metal 2, I mean 4, but Twisted Metal 4, I'm talking about the layout of the controller. I'm talking about that. Not the way it feels or plays. I'm talking about the layout of how you do play and press the buttons, like especially Turbo. Turbo should always be triangle in my opinion. It just feels right, you know. But when but in uh but in Twisted Metal 4, triangle is to like go back, I believe. You have one going forward and you have one going back basically. And I understand why they did that, but at the same time it's just like the turbo's there, then you want me to press the button twice on the other hand, on the freaking arrow buttons, to speed. And I'm all like, what the fuck? That's just me. I'm not a big fan of that. I never have, and I never will be a big fan of that. That's just me. Um, I think Twisted 3 is just really iconic with its visuals. The characters, oh, like you could say everyone's just trash in that game, but not everyone's 100% trash, but it's just damn. But yet, there's still a nostalgic factor for me in that game. There's again so many customizations. You can even play this game with story mode with a little buddy with you, with a little character with you, a little ally, and that's freaking cool. The fact that you could play the storyline of this game and have a little ally with you that can help you shoot shit, that's amazing. That's good. I like that. I like that. Some people might think that's bullshit, or think it's too easy. Are you kidding me? That's freaking cool. That's cool. That's dope. That's cool. Seriously. And then they give you like, how many rounds do you want? They go up to like 100 rounds or something, 99 rounds. That's like ridiculous. Imagine doing 99 rounds in Twisted Metal. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. At that point, people, you have to put the health bars lower than what they are. You know. So there is a cheat code for that, I believe. So there was that. I'm just gusting on Twisted Metal 3 right now. Even though the ending for these characters is bullshit. I think we can all know. I think we all know that by now. Every ending for these characters is absolutely dog shit in Twisted Metal 3. Twisted Metal 4. Twisted Metal 4, I think they did it better. Twisted Metal 4 is almost like, okay, okay, okay. We made it too much Saturday morning cartoon in the third one. So in here, we're keeping that Saturday morning cartoon flavor, but we're leaning more into that dark stuff of Twisted Metal, but it's still that Saturday morning cartoon stuff, you know? So there is that. But that's just me. That's just me. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Uh, Again, Twisted Metal 2 is fine. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. For some reason, the unfairness of this game, like I try to like it. Like I forgot what YouTuber that says it. Like The YouTuber was like, "Yeah, I try to like this game. I wanted to love it, but he does not love me." And I'm like, "No, it's true. I try to love Twisted Metal too, but it does not love me." And I'm over here like, "Then fuck you." I played Twisted Metal 1, and it's like it calls you back in. Basically, that's what it does. You might blow up. You might die fast, but the game calls you back more because it's like, oh, a thrill to play Twisted Metal 1, really cool and stuff like that because it's fun. In Twisted Metal 2, it's like, you're fun. What fun? I'm spitting you in the face, and you better like it. That's how I feel with Twisted 2, man. The game. Twisted 1, I have no complaints. No complaints. Um, well, probably one complaint. There's too many freaking people shooting at you, and I'm not talking about the cars. The cars, that's different. I'm talking about people that have missiles and they're shooting at you. You just want to get away from things and calm down a bit. And then you have people fucking floating up and down, shooting you with fucking rocket launcher missiles, taking chunks of your fucking health. If you were gonna do that, you should have put more health stuff out there. That's really it. If you're gonna have that, put more health stuff out there. And to counter that, they will load um more less if you use them more, basically. And that's it. That's it. In each of them, you have to use like about like 2 or 3 times. I'll say two because there's a lot of them, so you could use them wisely. You see, but other than that, with Twisted Metal 1, it's just, jeez, man, jeez. Um, the other than that, with Twisted Metal 1, it's a really good game. It is. It's a good game. Twisted 2, again, does not care about my time. I'm sorry. Twisted Metal 3 is my childhood. Obviously, it's not my first Twisted Metal game. That's Twisted Metal 4. But that game is my childhood, and I had a lot of fun with it, despite the fucked up controls, despite everything. The presentation and everything was great. It was marvelous. It was sexy. It was beautiful. Twisted 4. Twisted 4 is literally hands down. You can make a call in that game. That's all I need to say. You can make a call in that game. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. You can make a fucking call in that game. So automatically 10 out of 10. And the soundtrack by Rob Zombie from both games, you know. And I think we get some of the soundtracks from Rob Zombie in season 2, I believe. I think it's from just the trailer alone. So I have to check. I have to check. But other than that, this Twisted Metal 1 through 4 is a must-have. To be quite honest with you, it's a must-have, and it's a must-have to collect them if you want to get them physically. If you want to get them digitally, they're $10 each at the store if you want to buy them. I'll buy them eventually. I'm just playing them for free right now because I don't want to spend $10 each on each game. That's like $40 each, which is not bad actually. Um, not bad, but I'm not gonna cough up $40 on that day for no reason. Um, I'll probably spend like different days of being like, oh, okay, I buy Twisted Metal 1, oh, I buy Twisted Metal 4, like that. When I have like extra shit, just to be like, fuck it, it's $10. Like it's like that. It's almost like getting a $5 sandwich. Ooh, that sounds good right now. But let's continue on with the Twisted Metal games. Twisted Metal Small Ball. Small Brawl, Small Brawl, I like. I don't get the hate for this game. It's actually become one of my best Twisted Metal games of all time. It's actually my top 3 favorite Twisted Metal games because it's my number 1 Twisted Metal game. I know that's a sin, right? Twisted Metal, Small Brawl, Twisted Metal 4 because it's my first, game I got introduced. Head On, um, let's see, yeah, Head On, Black, and then Twisted Metal 1. Those are my top 5 Twisted Metal games. Those are my top 5. Seriously. And and to be honest, Black almost never was almost not going to make it because I was going to put Twisted Metal 3 mainly because the variety that you could do with so many stuff of the customizations you could do. So it was going to be part of the list. It would be number 6 though. If I was going to have a top 10, it would be number 6. That one would be number 6. So there was that. I'll say that right now. But my top 5 will be those: Twisted Metal, Small Brawl, Twisted Metal 4, Head On, uh, Black, and 1. So there's that. If everyone wanted to know my top 5, by the way. And I'm glad I sat there with Small Brawl here because Small Brawl is really fun. It's just, and the thing is, this game came out around the time when Black was coming out, so you can know that a lot of people that saw that were like, "Fuck that shit, I'm fucking offended." But you need to see the freaking commercial for this game. Have you seen the commercial of this game? Like the parents are freaking taking their kid to another school, you know. But it really was the truck. And the mom, the house is all fucked up and shit. And Mr. Slam, the toy's like, bye bye. That's a great commercial, bro. You mean to tell me you didn't see that commercial and you were like, I want to play that? But you looked at Black and you're like, yeah, that's the true shit. And I'm over here like, yeah, I can't see shit. Again, that's why I also mentioned that Twisted Metal Black almost did not make it into my list because it's not just because um I don't hate it. I love Twisted Metal Black. Are you kidding me? Spectre is awesome. Needles Kane is awesome. All the cast is awesome. The only one I haven't complained about is probably the Preacher, but other than that, everyone else is good. Everyone else is good. Uh, why the Preacher? I don't know. I'm just not a big fan, I guess. I don't know. I do like what they did with him in season 1 though of the show. Not now, Janice, and everyone's just like, my friends and family. They're like, I started laughing as fuck. I'm like, yes, yes. It's too bad that actor can't come back as the priest. He killed it. To me, he is the priest in this freaking show. He's canon in my opinion to this shit. But right now he's just doing the show. What is it? Peter 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 Jackson. No, I keep saying that. Percy Jackson. There we go. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. It's that one. Well, I keep fucking up that name. But I haven't seen the trailer to season 2 yet. I do enjoy season 1. I don't get the hate for that show, but I thought it was pretty fun. So I can't wait for season 2. But anyways, let's continue on. So who's my oh before I continue on with another Twisted Metal game, who is my favorite people to drive in these games? Spectre and Needles. That's really it. Um, except for probably Twisted Metal 2 because you have to unlock them, and in and also yeah, and in Twisted Metal 4, well, he's basically not even. Also in Twisted Metal 3, you have to unlock him too. Why do you have to unlock the main character, the mascot? Fucking degenerate fucks. Let's see. In Twisted Metal, in Twisted Metal 4, it's easy to get him. All you have to do is beat him as a boss. So that makes sense for him to not be in the roster of fighters because, well, he's the he's the guy hosting the competition of Twisted Metal. Would you believe that his wish was to be what is it uh the famous Twisted Metal contender or something like that? And now look at him. So maybe he's breaking the fourth wall there, just like Calypso can. Hmm. Makes you think, right? Makes you think. So it just caught my attention. You know how earlier I said that Calypso has a thing for the Kane family? It reminds me of Freddy Krueger and Freddy vs. Jason. Always had a thing for the whores that live in this house. It's like, oh god, that's hilarious. But yeah, but what up with that, Freddy? Do you used to live in that house? No, he didn't. Why do you love that house? Sick, disgusting fuck. No. So okay, at the Twisted Metal Small Ball, there was Twisted Metal Black. Twisted Metal Black is freaking great. Yes, I talked about it was not going to be in my list, and the reason I was not going to put it on my list is because I really don't. I don't the dark stuff like not even the dark stuff that's happening in the to the characters. I'm not saying that. That's all great. That's all twisted metal and all that shit. I expect that crap. But what do? But when you play the game now, it's very has like dark browns and shadows in a lot of areas, and you can barely see shit, and it's hard to play the game that way, in my opinion. Especially you play it on a CRTV and you play it old fashioned. Oh God, and and that CRTV is not properly lit because the light is old and dim. Oh God, you are not going to see shit. That is a problem. There's a reason why all these games were bright lit back in the PS2 era. Not because, oh, it was edgy and darker. It still had to be bright. It still had to be bright. Because if you couldn't see shit from the CRTV, then no one's not going to see your game. And that was a problem. Twisted Metal Black was like, fuck that shit. And I'm over here like, okay, like, I condone you of being a rebel, I guess. But you do realize that I won't be able to see shit on the screen, though, right? Either that or I'm fucking blind as shit. You know? But overall, the characters, the roster in Twisted Metal Black are iconic as hell. There's a reason why Sweet Tooth looks like that still to this day, and that looks and not what he looks like in Twisted Metal 4 or 1 or 2. That's his look. That's his look. That is his look. Has anyone looked at the Twisted Metal video game trailers? Like when they show Sweet Tooth? Like Twisted Metal 4 Sweet Tooth and Twisted Metal 3 Sweet Tooth? Those are cool, right? I thought those were pretty badass. But the reason I mentioned that, I'm like, that could have been the Sweet Tooth that we got in this show. So imagine that. Imagine that. I wouldn't mind it, but just think about it. If we didn't get that iconic look that we have in black for Sweet Tooth, they could have picked the one that we saw in Twisted Metal 3 or 4. David Jaffe would literally blow a gasket. uh, you know, then we do the Twisted Metal one version. And he's like, okay, cool. And everyone else is like, no, where's the flame? Where's the mask? Where's everything? Where's the fucking machete? Where's the fucking clown on top of? Okay, there it is. Oh shit, man. But yeah, could we talk about how Needles Kane looks like in Twisted Metal 1? Jeez, good grief. He does look like a Joker. Or CHUCKY. Weird, huh? But anyways, I know I've been here for an hour. I hope you guys don't mind that because I'm just want to chill and talk about this stuff because I love Twisted Metal, and if you love Twisted Metal, then well, welcome to my world. So let's see. Going back to Twisted Metal Black, I'm sorry. Spectre and Sweet Tooth are like my favorite versions of this game. Another one that's my favorite also is No Face. He's really good. Can we talk about Mr. Grimm? Mr. Grimm is such a tragic character in this game, and he is awesome to use. He is flat out iconic as shit. Mwah. Yes. Beautiful. Just awesome. Just awesome. Just really fucking good. Really fucking good. Um Dollface? Dollface is iconic as well. I mean, there's a reason why they used her in the TV series. She rides Darkseid, and good God, I'm not a big fan of Darkseid in some of these games, but in this game, it's pretty fine. I mean, I'm never a fan of the special. It's about ramming. Yeah, all the vehicles can do that. I hate that special. And in one of the Twisted Metal games too, they give it to was it Hammerhead? I think that's the vehicle's name, the monster truck one. They gave it to that one too, and I'm one way he like, can we stop with this fucking move? Why? Just because it's something big and mighty, just because the special, oh, let's use a special of ramming people over. It's like, you could do that anyways while you're driving and ramming someone by hitting them with your car. Stupid concept. Stupid fucking concept. I feel like that old man in freaking SpongeBob. Seriously. Uh, I thought this was a restaurant, not a gutter convention. No. Oh, God. So, anything else I could talk about with Twisted Metal Black? Nothing. Because when I see the stuff the optional stuff that you could do in Twisted Metal 3 that I don't see translated in, also with a little bit in Twisted Metal 4 that I don't see translated in the other Twisted Metal games, just tells me that, guys, I know you might not like those games, and that is fine. You might not like those games, and that is fine, the creators. But you mean to tell me you're going to get rid of you creating your own vehicle and you creating your own vehicle and you customizing to the max. You know, you could say that from Twisted Metal 2014, the PS 3 version of Twisted Metal. You could say it has some customizations like that, but is it really as customizable as Black? I mean, as Black as Twisted Metal 3? Well, probably is. It probably is. I'll probably have to check that out. So I don't know because I haven't played that game in a long time. So there is that. That's why I keep saying, guys, Sony, you should put those games. All those games should be there on the store already for people to play. All of them, all the Twisted Metal games. You know, so that's just me. But thank you for still thank you for from Twisted Metal 1 through 4. Thank you for that. So it just goes to show that eventually we'll get Small Brawl, Head On, and the PS3 version of Twisted Metal. So there's that. Eventually, um, they just probably want to do it when there's more seasons coming or something like that, as like a thank you to the fans or something like that. I wouldn't care. I mean, it would make sense to hype people up for the show, so might as well. Makes sense. It's a good marketing strategy, anyways. I mean, who's going to hate that? I wouldn't hated it. More Twisted Metal fans, more Twisted Metal all around, basically. Why not? It's a Twisted Metal fever. Anyways, uh, Twisted Metal Black has a special place in my heart. I fucking love the cover for this game. I love the cover for this game. To me, the cover for Twisted Metal Black defined the PS2. That cover right there, you can't think of PS2 without that cover. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Any other cover on the PS2 platform that sticks out like a sore thumb, that screams PS2, it's Twisted Metal Black. That cover is sexy, iconic, scary, badass, new, fresh, shocking, twisted, and it's amazing. I love that fucking cover. Alright? That cover is geniusly, beautifully good. Just so good. Let's go to Twisted Metal Head On. Twisted Metal Head On is good. It's a good game. It's a good game. I actually recommend it. To me, if anyone wants to get into the series, I will actually recommend playing that first. But it's hard to do that when there's no way to play it on the PSN. And if you have a physical copy, cool. I used to too. I can't find mine, so I had to get a new one. And yes, I had the Twisted Edition. You have no idea how much my heart broke that day. Um, they should put the Twisted Edition, in my opinion, on the PSN store. That's just me. So the it's just content of Twisted Metal Black and um Head On with extra features, basically, and that's really it. Yeah, it's a good and you could play and you could play as Sweet Tooth. You're gonna have like a section of you playing as Sweet Tooth because they want to do something new of like maybe finally getting out of your vehicle and walking around in the world and stuff like that. So that's kind of that. I would have been open to that, because they were trying to evolve Twisted Metal, but they couldn't figure it out, you know, because they didn't want to lose the core of what Twisted Metal was, you know. So there is that. But hey, with the TV show, a game, someone can look at a game for it and they'd be like, "No, we could do that. We could do that." Yo, David Jaffe, what you wanted with that little prototype of Sweet Tooth walking around and trying to find and get to his vehicle, we got that. We can do that. We got you. We'll show you how not how it should be, but we'll show you that how we would like to put it. How will we interpretate that basically that version. You know, I've always thought that before I continue on more about it. Well, before the other Twisted Metal game. The what was it? What's it called? When I first saw that the scrapped idea of you walking around with Sweet Tooth and going to your car and stuff like that, that was going to be part of like something big for Twisted Metal and stuff like open world and shit. So that was going to be a thing, and they cut that out. They couldn't do it basically. But I thought about years ago having literally just having like a little hub world map, kind of like the best game that is a great example is Crash Team Racing. Crash Team Racing is still one of the best car racing games and car racing games of all time. It's better than Mario Kart. Yeah, I said it. It's better than Mario Kart that we have now. I say that right now. Because all they have to do is pick your character and maybe customize them the way you want to. Probably, I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to add that, but you could custom your car the way you want to. You could do that. You could definitely do that. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, they do it in the show, so might as well do that in the game. So and you could pick any section you want, and you could just go there and travel. And you have options. Do you want to travel the map or combat in the map? or deathmatch, basically, or tournament, basically. So you'll have different options: explore, tournament, death combat, or versus mode and stuff like that. So that's what I would have done. If you wanted to have an open world area of Twisted Metal, you could still get out of your vehicle, basically. And during car combat, you can make a choice to not have the player get out of its vehicle, but then probably was the fun in that, right? So make them could go out of their vehicle, but it's going to be a risk because now the vehicle can run over you and you can literally die instantly. You know, you know how we see characters explode in Twisted Metal Black. You can see them walking and stuff like that. That's the same size you need to be compared to your vehicle. Your vehicle could be this big, humongous Titan thing, where you're like this little tiny, like, person. Because these are vehicles at the end of the day. You know, and then when you run them over, if someone runs you over in the game, you're instantly dead. So it's a risk factor if you do go out of um what is it outside of the vehicle. So there's that. So always make it like a risk factor if you're going to do that. Some people might not like that. Then most people be like, then what's the point of getting out of the vehicle? But it's like it was in like this in the other games, guys. Like, yeah, but you were on fire and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. You still got ran over. And in the other Twisted Metal games too, you see people walking the streets and you run them over and they instantly like fly. Ah! So come on, man. It's like you think you want to be, you think you want to have a health bar right out of the freaking, well, maybe in when you explore and other shit can happen to you. I don't know, like when you're in the explore mode and you visit maps, there could be like other vehicles running around shooting each other, and they could shoot at you too, but it's not as havoc as like tournament, basically. You know, it could be just like, oh, it's just the war happening. It's like that. That's just me. So the next game, the last game, Twisted Metal on the PS4, three, three. What the fuck happened to this game? What the fuck happened to this game? There should be no racing in Twisted Metal. In any game of Twisted Metal. The fact that we have racing is bullshit. It's bullshit. There should not be racing in Twisted Metal. They shouldn't be. They should not. We should not have racing in Twisted Metal. Oh, but the racing in the TV show, that's different. How's it different? Because it's character development. And plus they're just testing themselves of who's the fastest and shit. To you know, and plus that could be like a little mode that you have in the video game. You know, of you testing how to drive, and yes, there'll be probably vehicles behind you because it's basically like a race, but it won't be as chaotic as like what they did in this game. In this game, it's ridiculous. I'm like, what is this? What is this? It made me feel like the game was unfinished. No, I'm dead serious. The racing part of this game is the worst part of this game. And it makes me hate it. It makes me hate this game. Mainly because in story mode, they force you to fucking goddamn do this shit. And that's why I couldn't beat this game. So Twisted Metal PS3 is fun. It is fun. It doesn't have a lot of vehicles. It has cool vehicles. Some of them are nice, but it doesn't have much vehicles as I wanted to. And it doesn't have too many characters either for you to try. So Twisted Metal 2014, I believe, or 2012. This game, the more I think about this game, the more I'm just like, the other. I want to play Twisted Metal 4, 3, or Head On, or Small Brawl. Because good God, man, like you went out of your way not to do this, and supposedly this game was going to be for online, and then they made it into a standalone game, and then that's when the flaws started creeping in, and it's like, if this game was meant to be online to begin with, why why even try to make it into just a regular game if you have to pull everything back, grab the game, break it, and then shake it, and then tape it, and then spit at it, and call it your daddy, and put it down, and expect everyone to be like, here it is. The presentation though is great though on the game. And the presentation when David Jaffe announced it back in the day was great too. Everyone was just like, "Whoa, yeah, just the meta." He wasn't expecting that standing ovation because people have been waiting for that fucking franchise to come back for years. It didn't came back in the PS2 era. Then it finally came on the lifespan of the PS3 era. You know, so but it's not in the PS4 era. Not if you count the games on. Okay, so you could say they've been in every system, but the last game we ever did got was on the PS3. So there's that. Uh, and I think that's it. Twisted Metal 2000, Twisted Metal on the PS3 does have a little special place in my heart. Yes, but overall, I won't recommend it. I would recommend it to the hardcore fans, and I would recommend it to anyone that wants to, grab a game or one of the games that's newer, and I'll be like, yeah, just grab Twisted Metal from PS3. Go ahead. But anyone else, I'll just be like, just the ones that's on PlayStation Store right now, just play those. That's why I was there. Just play those. That's just me because Twisted Metal PS3 is just not my favorite one, which is a shocker. Which is a shocker. But what they do in the game, that's what shocked me. Even back in the day when I played it. When I played it, I was like, okay, they don't have this, they don't have that. Okay, do they have that? No, they don't have this. How about this? No, they don't have that. Okay, do that. This is why people say that you're outdated, my bro. Like, what the fuck? This is why people say that this franchise is outdated, and I'm just trying to tell them they're not. There's more to it. But no. It's funny that in Twisted Metal It's funny that in Twisted Metal 4 and 3, they try to innovate it, putting stuff that you could do, but two, but in the PS3 version of Twisted Metal, you can't do that at all. And then going back, maybe you could customize the way you could customize the way you could customize in Twisted Metal 3, but you create your own vehicle in Twisted Metal PS3? Can you? Can you? I don't think you can, honey. From what I can remember. And if you can, please tell me, because apparently I never knew. I'm dead serious. So, overall, I love Twisted Metal. I do. I love them. I already gave you my top 5 Twisted Metals that I like, that I would play. Uh, uh, so, and let's see what the franchise has in store. Because the TV show looks like it's doing pretty good. I'm enjoying, again, I enjoyed the 3 episodes. and sooner or later, there's gonna be more episodes to come. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know this video is way longer than it should be, but what can I say? It's twisted meta. We're gonna have to talk about it eventually, like this, right? So, what's your thoughts? What's your experience on Twisted Metal? Do you enjoy the show? What would you like for a new Twisted Metal game to be? I already told you my dream Twisted Metal game what it could be, literally. Has you customizing your car, has you having the customization that you have with that you get in Twisted Metal 3, and what is it? And it literally um not pays homage, but takes liberties of the inspirations of Crash Team Racing. So there's that, and you can get out of the vehicle like Grand Theft Auto. So there's that. I'll see you guys later.